guys, welcome back to my channel, or should I say our channel. Are you gonna sit here through this with me? I have Cookie with me today. I know what this is. I'm gonna try not to get too distracted. I know this is a little bit delayed. I am currently 30 weeks pregnant. I know this is a little bit delayed, but I am currently 30 weeks pregnant, and I wanted to give you guys a recap of kind of how my second trimester went. I have tried to sit down and film this so many times. So much has been going on. I tried to film it in a day in a life. I ended up not feeling good halfway through the day. Stopped filming. It's been a mess, to say the least. So I just have my iPad here with me with some notes on it, just because a lot did happen in the second trimester. So I want to make sure I include all that in there for you guys. I'm trying out a different location for filming. Let me know how you guys like it. And let's get started. So weeks 14 through 16, nothing really changed from my last update. My last update was through week 14. Nothing really changed at all. But week 17, I ended up going into the doctor. I had a doctor's appointment. And I told him how, what? See, it's like I already have a child. I explained to my doctor how much my back had been hurting me and my sciatic nerve and things like that. Like just how much pain I had been in. And so I got sneezed. So I ended up being referred to physical therapy. I went twice a week for, I want to say it was like 6 to 8 weeks. I don't remember. There were several times I had to reschedule. So I only got to go once a week. So I want to say I ended up going for about 8 weeks. That actually helped a lot. I did have a pregnancy support band that I am going to do a review on later. I'm still using it. It helps so much. But through the last week of my physical therapy, they decided to try the KT tape. And surprisingly, that actually worked pretty well. I can't always wear my brace, so having the tape helps a lot. Like I have the tape on right now. Obviously, it's going to be very difficult to wear my brace with the dress. That's just the matter of the situation. But that helped a lot during this time. So this is about week 17 through 19. I have my camera on top of her stroller, and Ella just came and pushed the stroller because I didn't have it locked. So let me get this fixed. Is that better actually? That's actually better. Okay, thank you, Ella. I locked it, so we shouldn't have any issues now. But this was week like 17 through 19. I was eating constantly. I had to have food with me at all times. I was literally eating 24/7. I just couldn't help it. I could not get full. Could not eat enough. I still hadn't gained weight. So that was actually really surprising to me. And then jump to week 20 through 22. At week 20, I had my anatomy scan. And around this time, I started to get super tired. It kind of felt like I was back in the first trimester. I was barely making it through the day at work. I was still in school, so I had assignments to do when I got home. The house was completely let go of because I could not function long enough to do work, school, and upkeep on the house. So I had to choose my priorities, and yeah. So I could tell something was off. Some people were like, oh, well, it's just pregnancy. You're just gonna have to deal with it. But I could just tell something was off. So I had planned on asking my doctor about it. I was still eating 24/7. About every 2 hours like clockwork, I would get hungry and I would have to stop and eat. No matter where I was, no matter what I was doing. It didn't matter if I had a full meal or if I had a snack. 2 hours later, I was going to be hungry and I would have to eat again. Fast forward to week 23. I had my glucose. Fast forward to week 23, and I had my glucose test. That came back negative. Praise God. I was so worried. But that test was hard. So the way that my doctor does it is you go in, I had to start fasting at 12 o'clock, so midnight. I had to start fasting. I went in at 8 o'clock. They took the initial, kind of the baseline sample. I drank the drink. The drink wasn't terrible, honestly. It tasted like a flat Sprite, so it wasn't that bad, but I couldn't drink anything else. I couldn't take my morning medicine because I couldn't drink water. I couldn't eat because I had to be totally fasted, including water, unfortunately. So I did that at 8. Then I drank it. They took my blood again. Or no, I drank it. I had to come back an hour later. They took my blood. I came back 30 minutes after that, and they took my blood again. So it was actually about an hour and a half, 2 hour test. My doctor did not make me stay there the whole time. My office is actually right down the street from my doctor's office, so I just went back to work. My boss was super understanding, and I could go back and forth as needed. So that did allow the time to pass. Right after I finished, I was starving, so I went and got donuts. And then I had some more meetings that afternoon. I was trying to drink as much water as possible. I started to get a headache. I thought I had grabbed my morning migraine medicine, but I didn't. I grabbed like one of my other medicines, like what I take when I get a migraine. I didn't grab my preventative like I thought I did. So I couldn't take my medicine. I ended up not getting home until about 5:30, and I felt terrible. I had a migraine. My blood pressure was high. I just felt terrible. Within about 30 minutes of me taking that medicine that I was finally able to take, I felt so much better. So that just goes to show how big of a difference my migraine preventative medication helps me. And after talking to several people, I also found out that that's also side effects of the glucose test, like that drink is, because of all the sugar and stuff in it, it can just totally mess you up. So I just felt really off for the rest of the day. I did find out though, when I got the results from Cookie, what are you doing? When I got the results from that test, they also tested my iron, and I could tell something was off. And I had an appointment during my week 24. So I took my test at the end of week 23. I had an appointment at the beginning of week 24. So I had intentions of asking about my iron or what else could be making me just so tired, to the point that I couldn't function. Like, it was really inhibiting my day-to-day life because I just could not function. So before I could even mention it to my doctor, she was like, your test came back negative. However, it came back that you are anemic. I got a pudgy now. You gonna join? And so she says, I want you to start an iron supplement today. She gave me several samples. She said, if this does not sit well with your system and your body, let me know and I'll call in a different prescription. But try these samples first before you go pick it up. So I tried the samples. They worked great. Within about 48 to 72 hours, I could tell a difference. Not all the time, but for the majority, I could tell a difference. I've now been on it for a month, and I can tell a huge difference now. But she said that when I first got pregnant, my iron level was 37. When they retook the test, it was 31.5. I didn't write down my points. It was 31.5. If it continued to drop at that speed, when it hit 25, I would have to get a blood transfusion. So she wanted to do the iron supplements to see if that was going to help. She said I could also try to eat more like leafy greens and broccoli and things like that. And I did go buy a lot of stuff at the grocery store when I got that news. But honestly, I just can't stomach vegetables right now. There are a few things I can stomach, but for the majority, do I taste good? Hey, do I taste good? But for the most part, I just can't do it. I tried, I can't do it. So I'm just focusing on making sure I take that pill every day. And like I said, I can tell a huge difference. So now let's look at week 26 through 28. I was finally released from physical therapy around week 26. So I guess I went for 9 weeks. Well, I was referred at week 17. I was released at week 26, but it took about a week to get me in the system because we had to wait for insurance to do the approval and things like that. It was at that point that they said the KT tape, try it. I did. It worked. They showed me how to put it on properly. One of the guys at my physical therapy office actually took a class specifically for that, and so that helped a lot. I went back to the doctor at week 27. At this point, I had gained 10 pounds total. From the very beginning to this point, 27 weeks, I had gained 10 pounds. That's with gaining, losing, and gaining back from the stomach flu, being sick 3 times, things like that. Baby girl is healthy. I totally missed a lot of stuff. Okay. So after hold on, let's back up. My brain also doesn't just work. Like, I am forgetting everything. So let's back up to week 25. So I took the glucose test at 23, got the results at 24, got put on iron supplements. During week 25, I started getting all this pain from the top of my rib cage down to my hip. And it got to where I couldn't move. Like, I couldn't breathe through it. I didn't know. It wasn't Braxton Hicks because it was just on one side. It kind of felt like I might have had like a UTI or kidney stones or a kidney infection. Something was wrong because it was the right part of my back and my right rib cage, like that right side. I would drink water, try to lay down. It went away. This was a Wednesday. It went away. Thursday, it was gone. Friday, it came back even harder. So by this point, I said, okay, I'm calling the doctor. I don't know what's going on. It's about to be the weekend. I just need to at least let them know what's going on so then I can get the proper instructions of what I need to do to treat this. So I called them. My doctor was actually in the next town over because he has 3 clinics. He was in one of the other clinics, and so they had just had a cancellation. They asked me if I could come in 2 hours. I said, yes, I will be there. So I drove over to his office. They ran my urine. Hold on. We have one cat that is inside outside. And he wants out. Beer. I'm back. So I went over there, told them what was wrong. They ran a full sample on my urine. And it came back fine. There was no extra protein. There was no issues with my kidneys or, a UTI, whatever. It came back. And they ran lots of different tests on it. And so he said that he's thinking it was I strained it somehow, maybe because I had just vacuumed a few days earlier. Maybe I vacuumed and it pulled something, and so he's trying to figure out what was wrong. So he's like, well, let's do an ultrasound just to make sure how she's doing, and maybe it's the position she's in. He did an ultrasound, and he goes, this is exactly what your problem is. So her head is right here, and her butt is right here. And he says that the way that her head is it's putting pressure all down these nerves and muscles. And that's also what's causing me to have nerve pain in my butt and going down my leg, which is sciatica. So wearing a brace doesn't help. Physical therapy can't help that. That's just nerve issues, and so you just have to work through it. That was week 25. I got my RhoGAM shot because I am a negative. Anthony is a positive, so I had to get my RhoGAM shot. No. I got my RhoGAM shot at my next appointment, which was week 27. When I went in for that issue, it was 25 weeks. I got my the Tdap, the whooping cough. Guys, I'm so sorry. This is all over the place. I'm just trying to get you guys the information. So, okay. Back to week 27 where I was. I had gained 10 pounds. They said that her heart rate was strong. She was moving like crazy. They kept having issues getting her to stay under the monitor to get her heart rate. They don't know if she's going to drop. I actually go to the doctor this afternoon, and I'm planning on talking to the doctor about kind of a game plan, whether she drops, if she doesn't drop, what labor is going to look like, that kind of thing. I'm planning on having that conversation today. My hip pain was starting to get better. It was kind of a hit or miss. Some days it would be fine. Some days it would be really bad to where I couldn't walk. There have been points I would get up and my right leg would be numb to the point that I could not walk. And it's all because of how she is on that nerve. So we actually found a pressure point in the middle of my butt cheek, which is weird, but right where that nerve hits, and Anthony would get his elbow and just cram it into that nerve, and it would hurt. Like, I would scream. But as soon as he would stop, I would get immediate relief. So we have been doing that. That's pretty much been the only way that I can cope with any kind of hip pain or that nerve pain. I really don't eat at this point. So about week 27, 28, I'm not eating as much as I was. There would be days I would eat one meal because I'm just not hungry. And when I do eat, I eat a few bites and then I'm full, like miserably full. And I could tell that I think being raised up so high and spreading out more because she is getting bigger, that it is pushing my stomach, and so it's not allowing me to eat as much. So the week 28 was the first of the third trimester. So I'm going to cut that off there. I know I'm 30 weeks now. So just a quick update from the last 2 weeks is I am still having to eat smaller meals. I'm still having to eat smaller meals, and I'm craving everything sweet. Cravings aren't terrible. I'm not having really any major things that I'm like, I have to have this now or I'm going to die. But pretty much anything sweet, candy, sweet tarts, cookies, cake, that kind of thing, I'm down for. I can tell a huge difference in, that was bothering me. I can tell a huge difference in my iron supplements. I have not missed a single dose. I've been on them for nearly a little over a month, and it is amazing, to say the least. So she is also moving a lot more now. I can feel her moving. Today, her hands are like right here. And it just feels like she's doing this, like she's kneading inside my stomach. It's the weirdest feeling. But at night, she likes to stretch out my right rib cage and try to like separate my ribs, and it hurts so bad. I'm getting to where I can't sleep through the night. I am up at least 3 or 4 times, whether it's because she's separating my rib cage or just to pee. I do have to pee a lot more now. No matter how much water I'm drinking, I have to pee. And I am trying to get better about drinking water. That was a really strong kick. I am trying to get better about drinking water. I have good days and I have bad days. But pretty consistently, I have to pee every 30 to 45 minutes. No matter what. Which makes it hard because for us to get to, you know, one of the nearest towns is 30 minutes, or is 45 minutes. So, and we go there quite often. So I'll just have to time everything. And Anthony's been really understanding of that, thank God. So, I don't really have any must-haves right now, except for my pregnancy pillow that I've already showed you guys. I still sleep with that daily. We did go out of town a few weeks ago. I didn't have it. The hotel gave us like 2 pillows, or I had 2 pillows and Anthony had 1, and I woke up that next morning in so much pain because my hips did not get the support they needed throughout the night. I should have asked for more pillows, but we got there late, and honestly, I was just wanting to go to sleep. I was so tired. So I get tired really easy now. My ankles swell really bad. If I'm up on my feet a lot, they swell up. Yesterday was Easter. I was on my feet nearly all day, and the day before that, I was on my feet nearly all day. So last night when I sat down to do homework, I sat on the bed and propped my feet up, and my feet started tingling because they were so swollen. So we did just have our baby shower. She got so much stuff. Whenever I start to go through her things, I will try to record that for you guys so you can kind of see what she has. Kind of my plan on organizing. We are in the process of doing her room. We are in the process of priming it right now. The carpet's ripped up. We're priming it. We will paint it, lay new carpet, and then we can start setting up her stuff. So I'm going to try to take you guys along that journey as well. So this is all kind of more baby related, and then we'll just see where it goes. But I do want to give you guys, that was a reminder for my doctor's appointment. I want to give you guys an update on my stomach, the size. It's like I have a basketball under my dress. So I will show you guys, and then we'll close out the vlog. Hey, Cookie. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Oh, I love you. This one has been super attached to me. But I'll show you all my stomach, and then I am going to have to get ready to go to the doctor's appointment. If y'all have any questions or want to see anything specific, let me know in the comments down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you never miss anything. So we will see you later. Say bye. Say bye.